Okay, welcome on board, guys. Our blue line out to Sea Life Park. Okay. On the right, guys, we got the statue of Duke Kahanamoku, Hawaiian swimming champion. Back in 1911, he won the very first gold medal for the United States. His 100-meter swim, he broke a world record by 4.5 seconds, and he held that record for more than 30 years, being the fastest swimmer in the world. Today, Duke is the only inductee of both our swimming and our surfing Hall of Fame. 3 gold medals, 2 silvers, and a bronze. 200 years ago, this beach was claimed by our very first king, Kamehameha, as being a beach for only the ali'i, all the royal families. If you were a commoner and you were caught swimming here or surfing here, you would be punished. Death was the penalty, and then it would sacrifice you to one of the gods. Today we have no restrictions, so we can all come out here and enjoy these beautiful beaches. So surfing and all the ocean sports. And about 100 years ago, we altered the beaches for the safety and for the convenience of our visitors. We broke up a lot of the natural coral reefs, the volcanic ash, and the sharp, jaggedy lava rocks. Took it all out and brought in all the sand. Sand has been imported from San Diego, California, and from New South Wales from Australia. And we built our rock walls out here just to keep the surf away from the shoreline. And so it's pretty amazing that these beaches, guys, we can have up to 25-foot waves in the summer. Last year in July, we had 25-foot waves, and one day over 1,500 rescues. It's like everybody on the beach being rescued all at once. And so a beautiful beach, but can be a deadly beach as well when it comes to surfing and all currents, big waves, and the dangers of the water. So respect the waters, respect the red flags.
Respect water.
Jellyfish and Portuguese man o' war, they come in here as well. The sharp rocks, the Hawaiians, they call it the a'a. And I says to Grandpa, I says, Grandpa, why do you guys call the sharp rocks a'a? He says, well, it's simple, son. When the first visitors came to Hawaii and took their shoes off and walked on those rocks barefooted, they Aloha, friends. Come on board. You guys coming with the blue line? Okay, I'm going to just let you look at all the prices here. Okay, that's your prices. So this is the blue line. And so it's all day. We'll go to Sea Life Park. It's a 2-hour drive. If you get off at any of the stops, there'll be other drivers to pick you up every 40 minutes. I enjoy swimming here with my friends and family. And one day I hope they restore it so I can bring my grandchildren out here and go swimming as well. To the left, we have the Diamond Head Crater. Again, Diamond Head, 350,000 years old. Now, friends, if you want to switch over, take pictures, do whatever you want, just do it safely, okay? Hold on to the benches as you make your moves. But you can always take pictures on both sides of the trolley. You're not restricted as long as you're doing things safely, smart, safe, okay? To the left, though, is Diamond Head, 350,000 years old. When it erupted, a major explosion occurred, leaving a great big hole in the ground. Today, it is approximately 760 feet above. The military, again, occupying this space since 1904, so headquarters, Army, National Guard, Civil Defense, they send out the warnings just in case of any national disaster. Then our FAA, which is the Federal Aviation Administration. Up halfway up the hill, you're going to see a lava tube. Originally, a lava tube made by the volcano. Okay, so it was a hole made as the volcano was erupting. But they say the military sandblasted and cemented it. Today, you can go down into the crater floor a couple of thousand feet and you'll find food storage and water for thousands of people in case of a national disaster. Now, there's a gun bunker halfway up the hill, machine gun post that was used by the military during the Second War, and all the way at the top, that building up there was a gun bunker as well. So, machine gun post. Now, the volcanic ash, lava stone, coral, and all that salt water created this crater. So if you look here, that's all limestone. That is all also coral reefs. And so all of those combined in the cooling temperatures created a beautiful light green calcite crystal known as the olivine. Olivine crystals is one of Hawaii's most precious gemstones used to make island crafts and jewelry. So we give this crater the nickname the Diamond Mountain. Now, who gave it that nickname? Well, British explorers back in the late 1790s. They discovered the crystals, they got excited, they thought they struck a diamond mine. When they recovered the crystals, they were mistaken, it wasn't diamonds. Light green in color, had a beautiful sparkle and shine, so they gave it the crater the nickname the Diamond Mountain, the British. but the original name is Leahi. Leahi means the rim of fire. Guys, as you see all the white caps out there, wherever there's white caps, just know that there's a reef right under there, coral reef. And it comes right up to the surface. So it's very shallow waters right there. Now this is our lighthouse. Today our Commander-in-Chief of the United States Coast Guard is the caretaker of the Diamond Head Lighthouse. This area we call it the cliffs. Zigzag your way down the small footpath, the dirt trail, and you make your way down to the beach. You'll find everybody surfing, windsurfing, kite surfing, paddle boarding, canoe surfing, hydrofoiling, sandboarding, boogie boarding, and body surfing. All the fun ocean sports. This whole entire lookout point, we name it after Amelia Earhart. Amelia Earhart was the very first solo pilot plane to make it from North America to Hawaii Islands in 1935. She spent 4 days here. The day she left, she did 3 flybys over this crater. Islanders stretched up on this lookout point, waving goodbye to Amelia, and that would be the last time we would ever see Amelia Earhart. So today, this lookout is named after her. Guys, I got a few minutes to spare if you guys want to get out and take a nice picture. Again, we're along Diamond Head Cliffs. In front of us, the homes get well over $70 million. There's homes lived in by Doris Duke. She was the wealthiest woman in the world. Want to go outside, take pictures, Sashin? Go.
Oh, really?
Go.
Can I go?
Go.
Yeah.
Go. Go ahead. A few minutes.
So,
Listen.
few
Listen
minutes.
for the bell. Listen.
Two
Listen
minutes.
for the
Okay.
bell. Okay.
Okay.
Hit the bell.
Okay.
Go.
Thank
Go.
you.
Go outside. Go. Go take pictures.
写真を撮るのを待ってくれるって。おー、綺麗。
Oahu, Kauai, Molokai, Lanai, Niihau, and Kaho'olawe. Now, all but Kaho'olawe is inhabited. So we have 1.4 million people, total population, 7 islands, right? And then a lot of our islands are uninhabited coral reefs, shoals, and coral atolls. The furthest island away from us, guys, is Midway, and Midway is still a part of the city and county of Honolulu, still part of the state of Hawaii. It's 1,000 miles away. And so Midway is a small coral atoll about 2 miles long, halfway from Hawaii to the Philippines and Japan. And so we call it Midway, Midway Island. It was used by our Navy as a naval base back during the Second War. So we do have a lot of uninhabited islands that have become now sanctuaries, places of conservation, education, and preservation. We're protecting our rare mammals, green sea turtles, the sea lions, the birds, and the plants. Now, out of 132 islands, only 2 of them have all 4 seasons. The biggest island is Hawaii. Hawaii Island has an active volcano called Kilauea, already creating and formed a new island under the ocean that will surface in about 10,000 years, and we will have a 9th island. Big Island also has 2 very tall volcanoes, tough cones built like large smokestacks, and these volcanoes are 10,000 and 14,000 feet above sea level. So it's been snowing on the Big Island since the last week of November, and it'll snow all the way through the middle of March. Nearest landmass. And it was after the Polynesians came that Captain James Cook would arrive in 1778, some 1900 years later. So the Polynesians were expert navigators. They used these outrigger canoes that were double-hulled, 300, 400 feet long. They could house over 200 people at a time. Traveled by using the moon, the stars, the sun, ocean currents, wind currents, migratory birds, and the clouds. And they would travel around the world. 1900 years before Captain Cook, Polynesians were already here. So they settled. They had about 800,000 pure Hawaiians when Captain Cook had come. And when he came, he put us on the world map. So now he arrives in 1778. He brings in new animals, and the first to get off of the European ship was the rats. Okay, so rats were introduced for the first time. Now, about 100 years later, we brought in another animal to get rid of the rat, which was the mongoose. Mongoose was set free on all the islands, and then we studied the animals about a year later, only to find out that the mongoose and the rat were both multiplying. then we have to figure it out, which we did. Two animals have different sleeping habits. The mongoose only comes out during the daytime when the rats were sleeping, and when the rats came out at night, the mongoose went to bed. So you got two animals that never see each other. Lots of rats and mongoose here in Hawaii. No poisonous plants and no snakes here in the islands. No snakes. Guys, this is the Kahala shopping mall. Anybody going to the Kahala Mall today? This is your stop, Kahala Mall. All right, we're going to continue on then, making our way to Halona, the Blow Hole. Hold on to your hats, okay, guys? We don't want to lose our hats as we make our way to Highway 72.
だんだん風が強くなってきたか。
There we go. Thank you very much. Hold on to your hats. Here on the right side, we got this beautiful golf course. This is where the men's Sony Open is played every year in the month of January. This golf course is members only. To be a member of this golf course, your annual fee is $70,000. That's all, guys. Just $70,000. But remember, this community, the home started $2.5 million on the waterfront. They go well over $70 million. So it's very, very beautiful. Well, the homes built up on the hills are 5 and 6 generations of farmers and some of the well-to-do families that are owners of big companies, missionary families, the churches in Hawaii. They got the money. Who else? Well, big business owners, sugar pineapple companies. They live on top of the mountains, all these big corporations. Filmmakers, movie stars, actors and actresses and entertainers. Hawaii became a state in 1959. In that year, there was a big debate between Alaska and Hawaii. Chose Alaska to become the 49th state, and then a few months later, in the same year, Hawaii would become Hawaii 5-0, the 50th state. After that, they came up with the movie series, and I tell you, everything boomed after that. What I mean by boom is, well, everything developed. Now, as a territory of the United States, we were from 1900 to the year 1959. During those 59 years, there was a dozen buildings in the city of Honolulu. A dozen, that's it. Between statehood, 1959 and 1980, there was over 90% of high-rises, big buildings, hotels being developed. I'll give you an example. My grandfather started working as a taxi in Waikiki. There was only 3 hotels. This is in 1930. After he retired, 40 years later, there was over 100 hotels. When he retired, my dad worked in the business another 37 years. He retired, there was about 180 hotels in Waikiki. Now that they're both retired, I've been in this business for 33 years. And guys, guess what? We have over 200 hotels now in Waikiki, 3 generations later. So I've seen a lot of the change through my parents' eyes, my grandparents' eyes. And so, yeah, the change, even like traffic. Look at the traffic here on the other side of the street. All because one lane is blocked off because they're building these rails in the front or in the middle of the street, fixing up all these posts. And so if one lane is shut down, the traffic is all the way back 4 miles. I do not look forward to getting back onto that street, heading back to Waikiki. Rush hour, Mondays through Fridays, we have over 450,000 cars that use this freeway.
ワイキキに行くために渋滞、ラッシュアワーだって。
Traffic right there, guys. Okay, so we're gonna head over to the spinning cave. We call it Halona the Blow Hole. What it is waves. Waves coming through this hole, spouting up like a geyser. The bigger the waves, the bigger the spout. To be sustainable, islanders live here in these islands, only a few animals. So they depended on the ocean. Every day eating fish, fried, dried, steamed, baked, boiled, smoked, and raw. Some beautiful, beautiful fish. So we had fish ponds, this island. In fact, we had around 200 fish ponds 100 years ago on this island. But due to change, progress, So they developed over a lot of our fish ponds. A good example of that is Waikiki. The word Waikiki stems from two words, friends. W-A-I, Y means freshwater. Kiki means to bubble or to spring up. So bubbling springs, spouting waters, all of Waikiki was filled with marsh and wetlands. For over 2,000 years, the Hawaiians used it as fish ponds and duck ponds and bird sanctuaries, freshwater plants, kalo, sugarcane, and bamboo. In these inland lagoons, they would raise oyster and crab, shrimp, calamari, octopus, lobster, turtles, mud crabs, big ones, 6-7 pounds mud crab. They would also have their own aqua farms with seaweeds and algae. For all the fish, they thrive off of the algae and brackish water. So anytime there was freshwater streams making its way out to the ocean, Hawaiians would build themselves a fish pond right there. Now, as they built these rock walls to build the fish ponds, they would always have an entrance for the ocean water and the fresh water from the mountain to go in and out. Military, Kaiser Permanente, yeah, the insurance, their hospitals, we have it all here in Hawaii, Kaiser. So back in the 1940s and 50s, he developed a community. He bought land out here on this side of the island for dirt cheap prices, and his vision was to put waterfront properties on the fish pond. Okay, so we had a huge fish pond, and his vision was to put homes along that fish pond. So he did, and they would end up building man-made islands and marinas, business plazas. So I'll show you guys Hawaii Kai, how it is today, and what it was like 100 years ago.
Is that Marioka?
That is Coco Head.
Coco Head.
Diamond Head behind us. The Diamond Head behind us. Coco Head, Coco Crater. These two small volcanoes in front of us are 40,000 years old. Part of the fissure of the Ko'olau Mountains, they're joined and connected to this very large shield volcano. Mullet. That mullet fish is one of the most popular fish in Hawaii that would come into these ponds and the Hawaiians would regulate. And so if you look on the left side, you're going to see another wall and you see the same fish. Now we're all pointing in this direction. That's because it's in this direction that we have the largest fish pond on this island. Okay? So look at the painting. You see the fish on the wall. That's the mullet, right? All heading in this direction. Because you know why, guys? This fish pond was 3 miles in radius. You could walk from here all the way out to the white caps, the reef. It was only up to your knees. This hole was all shallow, brackish water, freshwater seawater, and you can see what Henry Kaiser developed. Yeah, lagoons like these guys existed here 100 years ago. And this waterway would take you deep into this valley. It starts from here. There's a channel. You can actually go right through here and to the bigger part of the fish pond.
ハロナ潮吹き岩展望台っていうところです。おー、すごい風が。おー、すごい。ワイキキからね、車に乗ってこんなとこに来れるとは。すごいなあ。あれがそうなんだ。あの岩が水が吹いてるように見えるのかな。これ。うわー、す ごいすごい。わあすごいすごい。うわうわ
Oh, and there goes arms and legs. I mean, you see them spinning around, tumbling down. You come out of that beach, I don't care what kind of swimsuit you got on, feel like you have a pamper just loaded with sand. Look at the set, look at the sets. They call this sandy beach right here. Watch the wave, watch this wave coming in. You see it? You see it? Watch this wave right here. This one is a good one. It's only 2 to 3 feet. Can you imagine when it's 20 feet? It's 2 to 3 feet right now. That is insane, guys. Watch these kids. Go for it. There you go. Boom. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow. I'm excited. Oh, boy. Got all the goosebumps just watching the kids. Man, a lot of fun. Sandy Beach. All right. There we go. Feel the sunsets beyond the horizon. Up ahead on the Hawaiian roller coaster ride. La la la. My Capone coaster ride. In the sunset beyond the horizon. Is beautiful. The ocean, clean waters, guys, no smell, because we don't have a big tide, so the tide don't go out, you don't have all the spoils on the beach, so our oceans are clean, super clean. Look at this, guys. Oh no, there's tourists out there. Come out, come out. Just kidding. And some of our tourists are very strong swimmers. A handful, well, you gotta be careful. These waves out here are constant. Dangerous currents, but lucky for them, they have lifeguards right on this beach. Lifeguards. They'll stay here till 5 o'clock. After 5 o'clock, you're on your own.
Awesome.
All right, Makapu'u Beach, guys. Around the corner here, we have a restroom, we have showers, changing rooms, and then we have all these little tide pools where the kids go swimming in the little tide pools. Yeah, parents go to Makapu'u to ride the waves, and the kids are in the pools along the waterfront. The beach will stretch out, guys. As you go down the road a quarter of a mile, then you're going to see a stretch of 6 miles of white sand. Beautiful. Awesome beaches. This is where they filmed Magnum P.I., right out here in my community. That old house, the Robin's Nest, where the dogs and Higgins was. That house, they broke it down, built a new one for President Barack Obama. So he just moved into our community this year. All right, check it out, guys. This is Sea Life Park. Again, whale and dolphin shows, all kinds of penguins and sea lions. It's a cool place to come. Come earlier where you got a little bit more time to enjoy the shows. We're just here, stop and go. Anybody got or going to Sea Life Park today?
I am.
Okay.
ここはイルカショーとかが見れるところだね。シーライフパークです。
Okay, guys. Before we head out, the ocean's going to be on this side. Just to let you guys know, we're switching sides, so the ocean's going to be on our driver's sides now. Okay. There we go. If you guys want to switch, you guys can switch now. If not, well, switch when we get on the road. Do it carefully. Out of it, they make leis, flower leis, but this little white flower has the most beautiful fragrance. I love it. It's a Tahitian gardenia. That one right there. From Tahiti. Yorana. from Tahiti. All right, flowers, when we put them on the ears, guys, it tells your love life. So remember, left side means you're married, right side means you're single. So married, wedding band is on your left hand. Your heart is closest to your left, so married or taken. Flower goes on your left side. Available, single, want to mingle, your flower goes on your right side. If you're not sure, undecided, complicated, confused, right in the middle. And if you see somebody walking by with flowers on both sides, watch out because they're married and still looking to upgrade. Look at the sharp jaws, guys. Da-dun, 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 da-dun. Oh my goodness, that's a tiger shark. State fish is called the Humu Humu Nuku Nuku Apuwa'a, a trigger fish with a pig-like snout. Marine mammal is the humpback whale. The humpback whale. Our state bird is called the nene. The nene is a goose. Watch me whip, watch me nene. Alright, as we continue on, guys, making our way back to Waikiki. Steadfast, enjoy the ride, folks. Play some music on the way back as we make our way back around this beautiful southeast shores. Further back, guys, turn around, go back east. Oh, all the fruits and vegetables, the beautiful beaches, and all the farmers, everything out there. From mangoes, guavas, avocados, pears, plums, sugarcane, bamboo, pineapples, coconut, watermelon, oranges, apples, peaches, pears, plums, whatever you want, we grow it all. Avocados and mangoes and guavas are in season. Papayas all year round, bananas all year round. Makapu'u Beach. The bulging eyes. Everything in front of us is all mesquite and cactus, desert-like plants. So we are 4 to 6 inches of rainfall, very much like desert. Cows, they brought in the seeds from California for the mesquite, these trees that you see. So they had them in their bellies, yeah, as the cows came to Hawaii. And so the mesquite. But this area, we had a cattle ranch back in 1946, and due to a very big tidal wave, a tsunami that wiped and washed away the whole ranch, they never developed this side of the island ever since. Now if you take a look there to the left, you see a rock that sticks out all by itself, looks like the chair. It is the chair of Pele, our fire goddess. She sat on that chair as she orchestrated the creation of the island of Maui, creating the island of Molokai and Lanai. So they say it is a human form of a man and a woman that were both turned into stone for wasting food. The islanders, we believe you should never waste food. If you waste food, you might be zapped into stone by the curses made by Hi'iaka, the god of the fish, and threw the rest away. And so Hi'iaka was so vexed, she was so angry, that she zapped the woman into stone and she says, you will never waste food again. Well, the story went all the way back to the island of Maui, and that is where this woman came from. But when her family heard that she had been turned into stone for wasting food, they asked the kahuna, they asked the priest, how can I save my child? And so the priest says, on a full moon night, you will have to catch fish. Catch as many fish, a favorite fish of Hi'iaka, which was the jack trevally. This ulua, this very special silver fish. But you have to catch them on a full moon night, and the waves will come right back in again. Oh, see that? Man. Head first. giant lizard. Take a look there to the left, guys. You see the lizard, the tongue, the mouth, eyeballs, long neck, shoulders, front shoulders, backbone, rib cage, and the tail. So we have a road now going right on the ridge line. The road will go right up on the ridge line, and you can walk all the way up to the top. Yeah, so you're walking on the spine of this lizard. To the right, another hiking trail. This one, 1,000 steps, guys, to get up to the top. So it's more of a challenge than diving in. This one here, on the right. Coco Crater. 1,000 steps to get up to the top. Right below us, Hawaii Kai. Again, the development made by Henry Kaiser was once the very large fish pond, duck pond, bird sanctuary, freshwater plants, kalo, sugarcane, and bamboo. And so again, Hawaii Kai, our visitors, well, not a visitors district, but our community that has been developing since the 1940s. Marina, the business plaza, restaurants, gift shops, stores, surf shops. So this is called Coco Marina. They have the Greek Marina and restaurants. They have Zippy's restaurant. They also have the Kona Brewing Company. Alright. Coco Marina. Hang on, gentlemen. We got some coming off, okay? Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Alright, you're welcome. Aloha. Thank you very much. Alright. Mahalo. Counter restaurant, Chili's restaurant, Macy's, movie theaters, Ross Dress for Less. So come check it out, guys. Kahala Mall. All right, moving forward. Next stop will be at the Diamond Head Market and Grill. Diamond Head Market and Grill. From there, Rainbow's Drive-In, and from there back to the Waikiki hotels. Again, mahalo nui. Thank you guys for riding with us today on our Blue Line. Today our economy depends on our visitor industry, with all of you coming into the islands, about 7 million every year. Number 2 would be our military and their families, so second major source of income. Number 3 is agriculture. A lot of the families living in this one particular area from here up to the mountains behind us are 5 and 6 generations of farmers. When you look at the yards, the landscaping, the trees, you find mangoes, guava, and banana trees. These are farmers, generations of farmers. So they're very fortunate today. They own the land and the homes. But investors back in the 1980s and 90s, a lot of foreign investors, they bought plantation homes from these communities, homes that were selling for around $140,000 to $160,000. But as these investors came and bought homes, they would end up developing million-dollar homes in this location. So now the prices have increased, the value of the homes have increased. So no matter where you choose to live, now minimum for an average family house, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, starts at around $1.1 million. This is a median price. It's very expensive. Right now there's some brand new homes on the far west side dealing with a little bit of the inconvenience of traveling. At $850,000 you can get a house on the west side. Today they are the highest paid agricultural workers in the United States. They make more than $30 an hour picking and planting pineapples. Take a look here to the right. You got some papaya trees, some banana trees, and look at the mangoes right next here on the corner. They go right down below on the dirt almost. Look at that, mangoes. Oh my God. All right, we got some softball over here for the girls. This school has 1,000 kids attending, guys. This is 11 and 12-year-olds, 1,000 kids at this school. This is one of 200 schools we have on the island as far as public. And then we have at least 160 private schools. Up on the hill as I make this next left turn, that's going to be Kapiolani Community College, one of 10 branches that extends out from our main University of Hawaii main campus. And then you have the Hawaii Film Studio. Hawaii Film Studio coming up on the right. They film NCIS Hawaii, Magnum PI, Hawaii 5-0. All the indoor filming. We even got the new Dookie Howser MD, teenage medical doctor here in Hawaii. But the new name, Dookie Kamehameha. Dookie Kamehameha, teenage medical doctor. So this is all part of Fort Ruger Army Base during the 1940s. Then after the war was over, 1950s, they turned this into schools, residence, and this film studio. The more modern cemetery here on the left. Fort Ruger military base. Remember, Diamond Head Crater was all occupied by the United States military since 1904. It's been the headquarters to the Army, National Guards, the Civil Defense, the FAA, our Federal Aviation Administration. This is the entrance to Diamond Head Crater, guys. The crater is round, about 150 acres in diameter, 760 feet tall, and it is 350,000 years old. So people will hike the rim of the crater all the way to the top. It takes about an hour and 30 minutes for the average person. Alright, we're heading into Waikiki, folks. Next stop, Waikiki Shopping Plaza. Okay, make sure you have all your personal items when you leave. Thank you very much. Have a great day, everybody. Today, all the drivers are passing out our TripAdvisor cards. The company gives us a bonus for every 5-star review that we get from you all. And in the back of our cards, you can save money. Discounts on Pearl Harbor, City Tours, Circle Island Tours, and other trolley rides. Scan the promo codes with your phone, and then use my name, Kimo, as a promo code. Scan the QR codes. And you can get discounts to get Pearl Harbor City tours, Circle Island tours, and other trolley rides. Alright, here we are looking at the Waikiki skyline. So Waikiki, then Honolulu, our financial business district. Then from there, Pearl Harbor, the naval base, industrial businesses, and our shipyard. Today we import 95% of our everyday necessities. Ships come in 3 times a week from Oakland, Washington, and Los Angeles, California, importing 95% of our everyday necessities. Whatever you need, shipped in 3 times a week. All right. See the rains in these 2 valleys here to the right. The valley is called Palolo. First valley averages 120 inches of rainfall. Second valley, Manoa, the Rainbow Valley, averages 150 inches of rain. 270 inches of rain in a distance of 4 miles outside of Waikiki. Waikiki averages a good 8 to 10 inches of rain. So all that water comes down from those mountains, floods all of Waikiki, creating all this marsh and wetlands. So we had fish ponds for over 800 years, fish ponds and duck ponds and bird sanctuaries. Today they drained out all the waters. Now we have hotels and high-rises. This next area right here in front of us, guys, you walk up the road 3 to 5 minutes and you get Bogart's Cafe, Mari's Cafe, Arts Cafe, Pioneer Saloon, South Shore Grill, Diamond Head Market and Grill. All of these diners, drive-ins, and dives. Here's some papaya trees, guys. Take a look here to the right. All those little green fruit, that's papayas. Anything over the fence line is yours and mine. Can't wait to get right. All right. Anybody going to the Diamond Head Market and Grill right now, cousins? Mahalo. Okay, next stop, Rainbow's Drive-In and Waikiki Hotels. Rainbow, Zimmy's, Old Saigon, Vietnamese food. How about Wong's Seafood, Chinese restaurant? Alright guys, Rainbow's Drive-In, Popeyes, Louisiana Chicken, all kinds of good food on this street, including Leonard's Bakery, and yeah, bakeries, donuts. Anybody? Zibbies? No? Okay. Moving forward. We're going to head over to the Waikiki Shopping Plaza, folks. Next stop.
Concentrating on my early drive, driving to the North Shore, under the mango tree, waiting for the sunlight, heading for the North Shore. Whoa, 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 whoa. I hear the sounds calling me, singing a new song, heading for the North Shore. Waiting for the sunrise.
きます。ワイキキショッピングプラザ。
Line, a double-decker bus. They run every 15 minutes, take you to the big shopping mall. It's right here that they're gonna have trolleys taking you also to the passenger ship. And so if you go to the ship, guys, they'll pick you up right here. Get information from our service workers. Again, mahalo nui. Have a great time here in Hawaii, guys. Aloha.
Aloha.